Robert Mueller is heading up the Russia investigation, which the mainstream media just loves because it's a show with endless material for them to sell. To the point where the New York Times actually just compared anyone who speaks ill of Mueller to, what else? Nazis. From their main account, they actually just tweeted, opinion, and then they came for Robert Mueller. The tweet links to an article entitled, That Crazy Talk About Robert Mueller. And the first line of the article repeats the line, and then they came for Robert Mueller. And that is a direct reference to Nazis. It comes from a German poem about the cowardice of Germans after the Nazis came to power. The poem reads, First they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. So, the New York Times knew what they were doing when they used that language, and then they came for. This is the kind of dirty trick that the Times uses all the time. They use lofty intellectualism to sound smart while leveling insane accusations. This is a perfect example of that, using an old poem to liken anyone who questions Mueller to Nazis. Nazis, of all people. And since the Times has been using their dirty tricks all over the place recently in their witch hunt, I thought it might be a good time for me to do what they're telling me not to. And that's question Mueller. So, he's the guy that George W. Bush nominated for FBI director in 2001. Congress unanimously voted for him, 98-0. He took control of the FBI on September 4th, 2001, just 1 week before the September 11th attacks. And right after those attacks, according to biography, Mueller overhauled the Bureau to meet the demands posed by the 21st century terrorist activity. Meaning, Mueller's the guy that transformed the FBI into a massive surveillance operation in the name of the war on terror. Mueller headed the FBI longer than anyone since Hoover. Obama kept him on too. So, he was Bush's guy and Obama's guy. He is the war on terror guy. And now the New York Times is saying if you question him, you're a Nazi. I'm not gonna make any pithy conclusion about all that. I'm just gonna say, keep that in your mind as you watch the stupid Russia story unfold, especially if it comes from the New York Times.